Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't uploaded on this channel for ages because I've been doing things over on the football terrace, on NUFC matters, other people's streams. I just want to say thank you to all of those people who have allowed me to come onto their streams in the past year. I'm really grateful. Well, less than a year. It's been since about July. I'm really grateful for that, and I've loved every second of it. But I am back. I decided to do something a little bit different because I'm just so sick and tired of talking about Newcastle and defeats and Bruce Ball. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I would, put out a Q&A video there, let everyone get to know me a little bit more, and then I'll start making matchday content again. Thank you to everybody who sent me a question on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm really grateful. I've got a massive list of questions here, so I will answer as many as I can. Don't want to make the video too long. People probably aren't that bothered to hear about my ins and outs of me, but I will try and get through as many as I can. There's going to be no order to this video whatsoever because some of the questions are so random, so amazing, and not just football related, which is amazing what I asked for. Everyone's obviously probably a little bit tired of me talking about football constantly, so it's nice to get a couple that aren't football related and are funny, so I'll answer as many as I can. Shout out before the video starts to Magpie Kit over on Twitter. Lloyd from Magpie Kit has made my YouTube banner, my logo, any StreamYard backgrounds, and you need to get at him for any of your graphic design needs. He is amazing. He's patient with listening to what you want, and he'll always try and execute it to the best he can from your ideas. So please go and check him out. I will leave the link in the description box below. But anyways, let's get into the video. So the first one's probably a little bit obvious, and it's why do I support Newcastle United? So I'm from Durham, County Durham, which is obviously about roughly 12 miles south of Newcastle, and so that is my, if you want, my local big team. Also Sunderland is the same distance away, so around me in my area you're either a Sunderland or a Newcastle fan, because they're the big teams up here. But Newcastle is my team. I am a Geordie through and through. I wouldn't be allowed to be anything else from my family. My dad, my brother, my granddad, his dad, all absolutely megalomaniac Newcastle United supporters. So I wouldn't be allowed any other way. Bleed black and white. And I, even for the highs and lows, personally wouldn't change it. So the second most question that I get asked is why do I support Atletico Madrid? So when I was 9 and I was on holiday with my family, I saw a game. It was against Barcelona reserves, if I remember rightly, and I fell in love with a 20-year-old Fernando Torres, who was at that time coming up to be captain of Atletico Madrid, and just fell in love with him. And I have followed Atletico Madrid with or without him, and also his career since he left there and obviously went back as well. So let's just keep it on, the football related bandwagon. If I had a Scottish team, which one would it be? I think this is probably directed because I went to university in Edinburgh. Yeah, everyone's Scottish team is probably Celtic or Rangers. Mine is actually Hearts because they play at Tynecastle, and obviously Newcastle upon Tyne and Newcastle mixed together to make Tynecastle, and I lived in Edinburgh, so Hearts is my Scottish team. I've got another question here in regards to, other places' teams, and this is what would be my London team if I had one. Obviously, a lot of London teams in the Premier League, so I wouldn't really have a London team if Newcastle was still there. But if I had to choose one, probably Arsenal. I just like them the best out of the London teams, and I used to love Wenger, and I still really rate him even though he's not there anymore, so probably Arsenal. I'm going to probably do the football related questions first, and then I will get into the more funny ones. So what is my best Newcastle United moment as a supporter? There's not been, many overly joyous days as a Newcastle fan in terms of football. There has been a few really good moments, obviously when we got Rafa Benitez as manager. But my favourite that stands out for me the most is, it's not even a win, which is strange, but it was the 4-4 game against Arsenal. It was my 16th birthday, well, the day before my 16th birthday, 5th of February. And obviously, Cheick, rest in peace, Checky. He scored that amazing equaliser. And I will never forget the Raw. That has just been an unreal game, stand out in my memory. Alongside that, it was probably when, really crazily, but when we won the championship in 2016, because, you know, it was with Rafa. It was probably one of my favourite team of players that we've had. The passion, the love for the club was all there, and it was just a very, very momentous day to be back in the Premier League again. Okay, so who is my favourite all-time Atletico player? Obviously Fernando Torres. If it wasn't Fernando Torres, probably Radamel Falcao. Because he was just unbelievable at the time for us, and yeah, what a player. Next is, what is my favourite Newcastle United shirt ever? It will probably be either the 1997 home shirt, which I wear a lot in my videos because it is my favourite home shirt of all time, or the 1996 burgundy and navy striped away shirt. Regarding, you know, modern day shirts, it'll probably be the pink goalkeeper shirt from this season. I absolutely love it. Pink is my favourite colour. I like this question. If I could take one Atletico player for Newcastle and vice versa, who would I choose? It's quite hard because Atletico obviously have some really, really, really good talents. And my answer probably will surprise a lot of people, but we are really, really desperate for a decent midfielder. So it'll probably be Saul Niguez. Feeling that Carrasco, he can play in a few positions, attacking positions, and he'll be amazing for Newcastle to give us some service and some balls into the box. Other than that, Newcastle to Atletico, I think we need, you know, we need stronger defenders. So I'll probably take Shah for Atletico Madrid. So next question is, what is my best football memory? And I also got a question asking what my first Newcastle game was, and they probably both are, you know, integrated into one answer. My first ever Newcastle game was the 2006 Alan Shearer's testimonial game against Celtic. That was the first ever game I attended at St James's Park. Loved it ever since then, and I had a season ticket ever since that point. So that is probably the best memory. Obviously walking up the steps, looking down onto the pitch. We were in the Milburn stand, which is actually where I sit now as well, and it was just amazing, and I'll never ever forget that feeling. So the next question is, who is my favourite Newcastle player of all time? I'm not going to say Alan Shearer because obviously every Newcastle supporter is going to have Alan Shearer up there. However, my favourite probably in the time that I've watched Newcastle is Hatem Ben Arfa. His ability and technicality on his day was absolutely unbelievable. If he'd never been Pardewed, I think he could have been an absolutely phenomenal player. But obviously his career just went a little bit downhill from there. But I loved Ben Arfa on his day. I thought he was amazing. Next question is, what is my best non-NUFC kit and how many football kits do I have? Probably Virgin between 30 and 40 right now. I don't know the exact number, but I am as of recently, a shirt collector, and the past few years I've been picking some up here, there and everywhere. I like the out there designs. I like the, you know, unusual shirts. My favourite non-NUFC kit is actually probably one that I don't have, and it is the Sagan Tosu shirt from when Torres signed for them. Yes, it's a little bit sentimental that I like that shirt, but it was an amazing turquoise blue and pink shirt, and it's a struggle to actually get it for a decent price. So if anyone knows any links, hit me up, let me know where I can get it from. Otherwise I would probably be checking DHgate because I haven't checked there yet. Who is a team or a player that I like knowing that I shouldn't? The team is probably Juventus. You know, they're quite known for corruption and fraud and bad things. I love Juventus, they're my Italian team. I don't follow them as much, but I do have a lot of their shirts because I think that they do the most unreal kits ever. So yeah, them probably knowing that I shouldn't like them. And also the player is Jack Grealish. Everyone, you know, loves to hate Jack Grealish. I think he's phenomenal. I think his ability is unbelievable. I would love him at Newcastle, but you know, Bruce would probably ruin him. But yeah, he's a cheeky champion. He did help us to win the championship, if you want to put it like that. So yeah, Jack Grealish. Best player I've seen live, that would obviously be Cristiano Ronaldo. I have seen Ronaldinho live, but not as a Football League player. It was in Soccer Aid, and he was still phenomenal at his age, and you know, not playing professional football for a few years. So yeah, but obviously in the league it will be Cristiano Ronaldo. Next one is, who do I think is going to win the league this year? I think the league is really open this year, and I absolutely love that. I love how competitive it is, literally probably up to like 11th place this year. I love that. That's what the Premier League's known for, its competitive nature. It's nice to see teams like Aston Villa and Southampton doing really, really well this year. Leicester again. I really do think it's, even though Liverpool are on a bad run of form again, if they strengthen in January, I think it's probably Liverpool's league. I don't want anyone to discount City yet, and obviously Man United are doing really, really well, so it could be absolutely anyone's this season, but I would love to see Leicester win it again. Next question is, who would I like to see to replace Steve Bruce with a takeover and also without the takeover? So realistically, without a takeover, I'm probably seeing someone like Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe plays really, really good, decent football, despite obviously the relegation struggles that we had. I think he's a really progressive, young manager, and I would love to see him at the club if we didn't have a takeover. Working with Wilson and Fraser, who he has worked with in the past. Failing that, with a takeover, I would love Diego Simeone, obviously, but he doesn't play the prettiest football out there, and we were a bit sick of defensive football, so it's never ever going to happen. But I would love probably Pochettino at the club. Finally, on the football related questions note, and then we're going to get into the juicy stuff, is would I rather take a winning penalty or save one? And it would definitely be take a winning penalty. I don't think goalkeepers are rated or appreciated enough, especially when they do such a crucial save like that. So obviously, if you want the clout, if you want the fame, you want the credit, you would definitely rather take a winning penalty. Okay, another question I get asked a lot is what inspired me to do YouTube. Basically, I lost my job due to coronavirus. I was cabin crew and I just needed something to, relay my passion. I had, prior to that, started my own YouTube channel talking about Newcastle and doing match reviews and things like that. But from July, I was asked to appear on NUFC Matters on the Ladies' Night on a Monday. I was on Sky Sports that month as well, talking about Mike Ashley and the transfers. I've done a lot with Magpie channel, big up Matty and Keg, who have allowed me to, have free reign on their channel here and there. I'm so grateful to them. I will leave their link below as well to go and check them out, and obviously our show on a Monday. And also the Football Terrace, who have, as the only non-Big Six plus one, which is Leicester, a member of the Football Terrace. I'm really, really grateful to Terry and everyone on that platform to allow me to go on at the shows and become a regular panel member. So I will leave all the links below to all of those channels and all of the people involved, because you need to check them out, because honestly, I'm not being biased, but the content is amazing. My fave non-football YouTuber, I don't really watch YouTube that much. Normally it's, fashion and beauty. I watch a lot of ASMR on a night, to help me relax and get to sleep. But probably there's a girl called Sarah Jo Holder, and she does like clothing hauls and things like that. And I watch her a lot. Other than that, it would be Bailey Sarian, who does murder mystery and makeup tutorials on, I want to say Monday, but I'm not, entirely sure. But yeah, she's really good as well. Okay, let's get into a bit more exciting stuff and a bit random questions that I love. What would be my worst I'm a Celebrity trial? Anything to do with spiders. I'm severely arachnophobic. I once got kicked out of an exam because I flipped my desk over in my RE exam at A-level because there was a windy spider on my page. So I got kicked out of that exam and I had to do it in my own time in a room by myself with an invigilator. So yeah, there is that. Also, anything to do with like food and eating bad stuff. I am so squeamish, it's unbelievable. I have OCD and I am extremely germophobic. So anything like that, I have to like rubber gloves, hold my nose. So anything like that would just make me gag, and I would absolutely hate that. So yeah. What is my favourite type of music? I have quite a wide, varied range of musical taste. However, I do mostly listen to R&B, hip-hop, rap, grime, things like that. So I'll probably go with that. What is my favourite thing on toast? Peanut butter all the way or lemon curd. Lemon curd is so underrated and so good on warm toast, man. You've got to get it on there. Get it tried. Yeah, peanut butter or lemon curd. Not together, I've never tried that. Not sure what it'll be like. But yeah. If I could have anyone famous for Christmas dinner, who would it be? Obviously Fernando Torres. Even though he's married, I would try my luck, of course. Other than that, it would probably be like Arsene Wenger, just to pick his brains for, football and origin, football and stories. And I think he'd be such a good guest. He would be so fun and so polite, and he would bring a lovely bottle of French wine. So definitely Arsene Wenger. 6 things on my bucket list. I do have like a mental note of a bucket list. I don't have a full on bucket list, but probably 6 things is go to Tokyo, go to a game in every major league in Europe, skydive, wing walk on a little glider, go to all the places that I want to see in America, but there is several. So like, Niagara Falls, parts of California, New York, Las Vegas, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta. I would love to go to America and see all them. And finally, I would love to take my daughter back to Mauritius. My daughter is half Mauritian, and I would love her to see our culture. What sauce do I have on my sausage sandwich? Okay, so for me, it's brown on bacon, red on sausage. No other answer. If you have it another way, I'm sorry. I also have butter on my bread, which my mum absolutely hates, but I have to. It gives, you know, the bread a little bit of sogginess, and it all just marries together. And yeah, but brown on bacon, red on sausage. What would be my chosen mastermind subject? That's probably quite this is going to shock a lot of people, but I am a massive Eurovision fan, so it'll probably be Eurovision from 2006 onwards, or it'll be RuPaul's Drag Race, specifically season 6, but season 5 or season 6, but yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race or Eurovision, I think will be my mastermind subjects. What would be my entrance tune as a boxer? Oh, I'd love to have, like, you know, like a funny one, like Let's Get Ready to Rumble, or like something so cringe like that, but on a realistic note, I'll probably take the Anthony Joshua approach and have something like that I like and that I enjoy, and you know, that fits my genre of music. I will probably have KMT by Drake and Gigs, because that just gets me gassed up, like when it's in the club. Like that summer, it was 2017. That summer, you just lock off in the clubs. It was so good. Oh, I miss clubbing. But yeah, KMT, Drake and Gigs. What are my favourite Walker's crisps? Pickled onion all day long. Used to be barbecue rib, but obviously don't do them anymore. So pickled onion all day long. They're just the best and so underrated, and they just burn your tongue and lovely. How tall am I? So I'm quite short, actually. I am 5'2". I always get told that I look a lot taller on pictures than I actually am, but no, I'm 5'2", and apart from my 3-year-old daughter, I'm the shortest member of my family, unfortunately. So yeah, little midget. How do I deal with trolling on YouTube? So since I started YouTube, I have got a lot of trolling, mainly for my gender, my appearance. You know, it's not really, I never really get slander for my football opinions much. It's unfortunately just, you know, sexist and misogynistic comments that usually come through, but I just deal with it by ignoring it. Just block and ignore. Sometimes they feel like they want to meddle because you've blocked them, and you know, it's like, oh, she's blocked me, like I must have rattled her, but it's not. I just don't want to see negativity on my feed, and you know, I want to focus on people that love and support me and who I do the same for them. I personally would never go on anyone's feed and insult them. And it's fine that people do it to me, because it means that they're leaving someone else alone. So yeah, ignorance is bliss sometimes, and this is one of those times where you just have to ignore the negativity and focus on the positive. Do I have a boyfriend? No, I don't. I am very happily single. And the final question I've got on my list here is my favourite film. I have a few favourite films: Paid in Full, The Longest Yard, Shawshank Redemption, Law Abiding Citizen. A lot of them, Step Brothers as well. I have quite a varied mix of films. I love Lord of the Rings, love Harry Potter. So yeah, quite a varied mix, but I love something that puts my mind to work, but also something that I can just easily watch, like Step Brothers or Anchorman, for example. Yay, we made it! That wasn't actually too long. I'm really happy with that. I thought I was going to be on for like 40 minutes answering all these questions. But no, thank you so much, guys, if you've made it this far and you have kept listening, you've kept supporting me this past year over YouTube and, you know, Twitter and Instagram and things like that. I'm forever grateful for anyone who interacts with me positively and supports me and shares my stuff and anything that I appear on. I'm so grateful for that. If you want to check out more of my content, obviously there's a few videos on here. I am going to try and be uploading a little bit more on this channel. But failing that, I am on NUFC Matters Ladies Night on a Monday on Steve Wraith's YouTube channel. As I've said previously in the video, I will leave all of the links below for all of the channels that I appear on. Also, Midnight Vibes on the Football Terrace on a Wednesday and a Sunday. European Football Show on Mr. Aaron United's channel on a Thursday. And you know, anywhere here, there and in between, you'll probably catch me somewhere. Hopefully big things to come this year, and it's a better year for all of us. Again, another shout out to Magpie Kit, who is a sponsor of this channel, and that is an ongoing rolling sponsor. Really grateful to Lloyd and all the help he's given me in terms of YouTube and graphics and things like that. As I've said, please go and check him out. He's so talented, so patient, and will always try and get anything you want onto a logo or a background, so please go and check him out. Also do stuff on the Magpie channel, obviously, with Keg and Matty, as I mentioned, you know, fan cams, play ratings, things like that, so you will catch me on there as well. Other than that, guys, have a lovely start to the year. I hope the rest of the year is successful, blessed and happy for you all. Please keep continuing to like, share, subscribe my content. I'm so grateful for that. And I will see you guys in the next video.